Hey, what's up? It's your boy Blackwater Mo on Leonida Oranges, where we give you fresh squeezed GTA 6 content on a semi regular basis. And today we're talking about another one of these leaked videos. This one I'm calling the Taser video. We already looked at the basketball video and we looked at the what I call the UPS or Scoops video. This one is the one that is called the Taser video, where we were in the Keys on the first two, and on this one, I'm pretty sure we're in Ambrosia at the Allied Crystal facility. So, once again, I'm not showing them on screen for obvious reasons, but I'm gonna just walk through them and talk about what I see and maybe some gameplay features and functionality, and just kind of how I'm excited about it. So, we start off. It's nighttime, which the lighting looks beautiful. We start off in this car, which I'm not familiar with this car. It's probably the Deviant. I just want to say that because that's the one car that kind of looks like that on the back right panel. And we see that in the the pre-order materials. But this Deviant is all rusted and beat up, kind of like we used to see in GTA 4. And the hood is all bent up. It's got a dent on the front left fender. The trunk looked like it's about to be punched open a little bit. And it's really in a bad spot. If I'm being honest with you, it's in a tough spot. But the nightlife is gorgeous. We're near a railroad crossing. We see some trains. We see some box trucks, some 18-wheelers. It looks like there's a bunch of election material, them little spikes that you put in your yard. We see a lot of those, which we also see in the promotional material of Ambrosia from on the Rockstar website. Like I said, there's a train stationary, and we're just driving down the road, and we have the beautiful lighting from the street lights. We veer left, more of voting, little pickets that you put in your front yard, political signs. We see the other side of this, what I'm gonna call a Deviant, and it's got a tore up a passenger fender as well. Looks like the rear bumper is falling off. It's a beater for sure. I'm pretty sure that's how they describe it. We're turning into the Allied Crystal facility. It says Allied Crystal Ambrosia Mill and Refinery. We're turning into oncoming traffic. We have to slam on the brakes as we see this what looks like to be a gas truck. Yeah, it looks like it says Globe Oil on there. Yeah, we almost got murdered from that. We end up actually getting hit by it appears to be like an SUV, the Ford Explorer, the Vapid, I forget what it's called. But we see a bunch of smoke and a bunch of debris fly up in the sky as it turns us around. A couple of trucks drive by. We then spin around, knock over a yield sign and some of these political signs. We get a better look of the Allied Crystal sign, sweet from the ground up, Ambrosia Mill and Refinery. Sweet from the ground up. We see this is gate B as we're pulling in. And then we see a sign that says plant truck entrance only. Jeez Louise. Plant truck entrance only. It ends with a T and starts with a T. And it's like a little security booth right there. We drive right through the arm that keeps us out. Somebody yells something at us like, hey, get back here. We see the semicircle with the little triangle on it showing the direction from which we're being observed or watched. We just continue on into the refinery. We see a bunch of Allied Crystal trucks, some forklifts, some other type of machinery that I'm pretty sure we could drive, and 18-wheelers. We see a bunch of the buildings are numbered, like number 2 warehouse, number 4, number 3. Still speeding down, still beautiful at night. For it to be night is just lit really well. The lights really do a good job of being impactful. So then we pull to the right down a little alleyway or a parking area. We see a security guard bending over, not sure what they're doing. They look like they're inspecting their truck or maybe their shoe. We slam on the brakes right behind them. It's a female security guard. She's actually talking to another security guard. We now see that. She said, "Hey, can't be here. This ain't public." Jason doesn't care. She has a coffee cup. Jason jumps out the car. She said, "I'm going to fuck your ass up. Ain't playing no more." She gave you a chance. Jason is prompted with the button grab. It's over. There's two security guards. It's over the second security guard, but he's on the other side of the truck. So I'm not sure if it's prompting to grab him or something out of the back of this truck. Possibly something out the back of the truck, maybe. He walks up to the truck door, pulls on it, and then he gets the option clone key, which is grayed out, but it's a little red key with like a Wi-Fi signal coming off of it. And then he also has the option, which is not grayed out, smash window, which has a little shield, a red shield with an exclamation point inside of it. He doesn't do either. The security guard's coming around the front of the truck, so Jason decides I'm going to go and meet him. We get like what I can describe as blurry, looks like a police color, but I'm assuming that's letting us know the security guards, he's being seen from that way as well. And then he walks up to the security guard and clocks him, gives him a nice right, knocks his hat off. Security guard stumbles back, holds his face like, "Damn, you just hit me." He like adjusts himself, like, "Okay, you got you one. Now I'm gonna get you." Jason comes in, gives him a nice left jab, and then another right. Police officer pulls out his gun with a flashlight on it. Jason immediately disarms the police officer by going in, grabbing the gun, and giving him a headbutt. Now Jason has the gun in his possession. We can see it's in the top right. He has 20 in the chamber as well as 80 additional bullets for a total of 100. Then it goes into this slow motion animation where Jason pistol whips the cop, and it's like slow motion, blood oozes out of his face. And then we see the other cop behind. She turns and she grabs for her pistol. We see two of those little gray, like balls that indicates to me that there's two security guards behind Jason, one on each side of him. We also see him with flashlights on him from their pistols. He turns around to the original female officer, approaches her. She has the pistol drawn. He backhands her, knocks her hat off, and now overhand hits her with the pistol. A big yellow, what's the word I'm looking for? Around the screen, like a corona. It's not the corona. It's like a photo term. I can't think of it. But a big yellow flash on the screen that lets me know he knocked her out. He stomps her, and you can see the flashlight waving back and forth. We see a security guard approaching. We get the option to surrender. We also see the reticle, which is two parallel lines and one vertical line beneath those two. I'm wondering if the reticles are different on different firearms. But Jason, instead of surrendering, he gets tased point blank range. And we have this like green, blue, teal hue around the screen, Corona. And it almost seems like it doesn't impact Jason at all. He pistol whips the cop, knocks his hat off, pistol whips him again. See a bunch of blood in the air. Jason then stomps the cop, stomps him again. One more stomp for good measure. And then we see he has the option to pick up the body. He also has the option to pick up the taser, but it looks like he has to drop the close K-17 pistol. So it looks like he can't have two firearms at the same time. Then he also has the option to pick up the hat that he knocked off of the security guard. He turns around. He does pick up the hat from the security guard, puts it on backwards. I wonder if that's just the instinct. And then he turns around. He's got the option to pick up the taser, which is called a shocker. But once again, he has to put down the pistol. He does put down the pistol and picks up the coil shocker charge, where he has 11 additional charges plus one in the chamber. has the same reticle as the pistol. He goes and tases the woman, the female security guard, tases her in the butt. She convulges. Then we see a semicircle with a triangle that's directly behind him. It was light yellow. Now it's glowing yellow. I'm assuming that means he's now seen. He's noticed. He turns around to meet that security guard. They're running with a flashlight, so probably have the same pistol, the standard issue that they all have. We see the reticle when he first aims is really wide. The two horizontal lines and the one vertical line, they're all really wide. As he aims longer, they come closer. And then we see him pull the trigger, and then we get like a little starburst in between those lines, indicating that we got a hit on the security guard. So that security guard is now tased, and they fall down. It's another female security guard. Jason just runs by them. Another security guard. This Allied Crystal must be doing something here. They got a ton of security guards, armed security guards. Jason then shoots the other security guard. We see he tases him. Sorry, he doesn't shoot him. He's tased. As he tases that security guard, we get another one of those glowing balls behind us that's indicating that someone is behind us, or maybe one of the previous tased security guards. I don't think he killed any of them. And Jason's chasing down a pure sugarcane truck. It looks like he's not able to catch that truck. So he eventually gives up and goes and looks for another truck, but he chases it for quite some time. A lot of detail in this truck here. One thing I want to talk about while we're still chasing this truck is the dynamic UI. Like when you're in the car, you have a mini map, and when you're on foot, you don't. And then your UI is all dependent on what you're actually doing. So, like if you're in a fight, you might see your energy. If you're running, you might see your stamina. If you have a weapon in hand, you'll show that. Like it's a completely dynamic UI. Jason runs up to a truck. He is trying to steal the truck. We see a security guard coming as Jason hops up to pull the person out of the Allied Crystal truck. We see a gunshot, and now the once yellow semicircle with the triangle is now red, which I'm assuming means that they are aggressive. They are trying to, use lethal force. We see them, the bullet hole on the truck. It looks like they also got a bullet that shot one of the tires. Yep. And then Jason pulls the lady out. And right as he pulls the lady out, it looks like he gets shot in the back. And we get in the truck. We see it's the MTL Packer with the MTL logo in the back. We see that it has a pretty good engine state as far as just like a little sliver of the engine. But over half of the gas is gone. So it's like, I don't know, 35, 40% gas left. But, what's he going to do now? He's getting shot at. He's still got to take the truck. This video is longer than the other. And then Jason exits the Allied Crystal facility through the entrance. He's going in through the opposite side here. And it looks like he's about to get into some sort of collision as the cars and the patrons in the cars are yelling at him. Chill. Are you going to drive drunk? Do it better. If you're going to drive drunk, do it better. That's funny. Jesus Christ, I'm going to kill you. And then that's the end of what I call the taser leak, which he had, tased everybody. That's why we call it that. That's why I call it that. I'm pretty sure other people call it that as well. But a lot of mechanics displayed there, like I said, the dynamic UI that changes. We see the reticle for shooting, even if it's not a pistol. A lot of stuff to unpack there. Really, really interesting video. Really excited about the game. A lot of people are hating, like, oh, this is ruining the experience. If anything, is for me, a longtime GTA fan, I'm more excited than ever. So, if you're excited, let me know. If you're upset, let me know down in the comments below. But it's your boy Blackwater Mo. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like semi-regular GTA 6 videos like this.